Hey, everybody. Back again, man, is back. More rested than it was before. Maybe today we'll actually make some forward progress. I was so tired at the end of the last episode. I think we got to the end of Mega Moose, Ultra Moose. The Ultra Moose project has been initiated. And that may or may not actually have an impact because we also upgrade all the paddocks, right? We should check the recipes too. Okay, you are waiting for what now? No, really, you're waiting for what? Oh, you probably are stuffed full. Ah, there's our problem. Okay, right there. You do that instead. And I give you a special dispensation to ignore this. All right, it'll cycle through. It'll be fine. And that'll make the Ultra Moo, like, AI module, which I guess is implanted directly into the cortex of every Ultramoo that exists. It's part of the ultraing process. We also need quality food and zinc finger fusion proteins. Do you have enough to actually go? No. I have to kick this guy eventually. This bothers me. What are you doing? These are brains. Why do I have a bunch of brains on this meat vent line? That's a real serious question right there. Why are there brains on the meat vent line? What is going on here? No, it's definitely a brain line. And it comes down to here, but these guys don't have any idea what to do with it. Okay. Well, that's kind of interesting. Why would I do this? I mean, it's not hurting anything. I don't think. Brain. What did past me do? What did I do to make this happen? And we don't have that, but we could actually go get it. And that'll give us more zinc ore. Yay. Or we can bake it in the lard. Yay. Lard doesn't have much of a use at this point. Or I can just walk away and pretend I didn't see this. That's the winner so far, friends. Oh, what's moo production look like? Since I messed with things. Yeah. I mean, it's not all that great, honestly. Maybe we're looking at a 20% boost. That's a maybe. And we should go finish this off. We're going to need to be using better recipes anyway when the Ultra Moos arrive, I think. Let's go evaluate that at least. Oh, and there was a Muck Moo upgrade we were going to pick, right? We should do that. Artificial insemination is complicated, but it produces a ton of calves. The artificial blood is a problem. And then this, we decided it was a simplification recipe, which, don't get me wrong, I like. But it produces, well, maybe this is the way to go, just makes cheap moves. This takes away the bedding requirement. Keeps the salt, no more mushrooms needed, no more Relesia needed, and it recycles some of the food. Maybe this is better. But it's harder to build things. Oh, it needs control panels. Alright, so this actually, it's going to be a little bit of a pain because of having to recycle the food. But I can go fix that. Does it have doesn't have prod associated with it, which is fine, I suppose. And for our purposes, it's this recipe, so it takes away the bedding requirement. And the seeds and the mushrooms, and it keeps the fiber and the salt. Is this something I care about? Do I feel a deep connection to this? And then what's our other option here? It's prod and a loss of speed. So So it's a slight slight loss of speed. And it takes microchips, so it makes it more complicated. It needs microchips on the belt, and it makes fetal serum, and it gives me prod instead. Oh, I suddenly don't know. It makes it more complicated. Oh, and this is just for the raising process. And then for the grown-up process, it will probably... Oh, so it's only for the calf? No, it's for the raising process that... I think we're going to go to breeding improvement. I feel like this anyway is probably the better way to go. And this is not even worth looking at. And then we're going to try to use the best recipe, because why not? Oh, okay, we have to bring in quality food first, so we're a bit ahead of ourselves. I suppose we can just take the simplification pass, right? Actually, I don't even know. This is probably the best one, the breeding improvement program. It really is. The rest of it is just too weird. But at the same time, I think it's kind of a little inconclusive. We need more barrels. Oh, wow. We need more calves. How is that even possible? There's 300 calves on here. Well, add more calves. We're going to need a lot more in a bit anyway. Are we at full speed? No, why aren't you going? You need more water bottle. How can you need more water? We have... Oh. I see. Got it. We are not supplying enough water to meet the needs of the moose. So, like, hit it again, right? We don't have one? For real? For real? I know I've kind of given my heart to this guy, but still. I would have expected to see one here. It's fine, though. We will adapt. There. Make water. That's pumping 900. Here, take that. Now you're definitely giving enough water. I wonder if that's the problem up here, too. No, these have distributed barrels. Even though that's a pretty bad plan, honestly. So we need just more barrels, more food. How much food do we have on the belt? 3K. How is that running out of food? How is that? See, right there, it's not being grabbed. What is going on here? 72 products finished? Almost no products finished here? Oh, that's because I just dropped them down. Okay, got it. But why do we have two facing outwards? Shouldn't those be facing inwards? Why aren't you... There needs to be more calves, but these should be turned the other way. Like, that's their job. I wonder if this has just been broken this entire time. He says, knowing full well that they have been broken this entire time. No wonder we're getting such mixed throughput here. And these guys need calves, and those guys are trying to pick up every calf that exists. So, do we just really need to upgrade this? They make 1.2... So this is... We have 12 times 0.4. We're going to need like 5 a second. We don't have that. Huh. These guys aren't... 100%. I have concerns about the entire Moo area. This is going, though. That's good. You're going and you're going. Yeah. Muckmoo AI Systems Kit. I guess just stop there, because why not? Alright, so I need to just walk away from this. What are we doing right now? Kick Megamoo Food Producer. That's what we're doing. Let's check and see if we have 2100 here yet. Even though we're going to need a lot more. Yeah, you go. We did that. And we're not by any means finished with this area. There's a lot more that needs to happen. And then we also need the finger fusion proteins. And that's a different problem completely, and that needs more GTA. It's just not being made much at all. And GTA is down here. Used basically everywhere, right? We need more seismite, and this is cotton guts, right? Yes. We're low on cotton guts, which brings us to this. More cotton guts. So let's go evaluate that. I might have to... I wonder if we ever took a cotton gut upgrade. I think we did at one point, like really early. Where do we do the cotton guts? Not here, not here. It was surprisingly late, right? No, not you. Right here? Yes. And we only have one cotton gut farm. Again, with the more barrels. Are you stealing barrels? You be thieving barrels? Oh, you are. That is in fact Der Barrel Dieb. Which one of you is taking? Need water barrels in and milk barrels. No barrel, no barrel, no barrel, no barrel. Okay, I am a bit unclear. Wait. Water barrel. Water barrel. Is one of you not a water barrel? Not forbidding water barrels? No. I am distinctly curious about how this came to pass. But anyway, here you go. More barrels for the Barrel Lord. Alright, so, looking at all this, we're using recipe 4 here and recipe 3 here. Why do you suppose that is? Here. Let's see, what's the difference between this? Oh, we did take an upgrade. So we're on recipe 3 right now, which is all of that, and then we add 10 Grod seeds and get each Grod seed is in fact a cotton gut, and it's faster, and we already have them. And it makes everything else more efficient. 1 Grod seed per cotton gut. This strikes me as worthwhile, though. I mean, we have better Grods, so we're not going to be short on Grod seeds anytime soon. And like, we literally have them right here. So let's try it out. Worst case scenario, it fails, right? Grod seed less than 2,000 is enough. Probably even more than that is necessary. So you need a lot of these things. Alright, let's try it out and see what happens. This will be making 2 1/3 cotton guts a second, which is just straight up double. I mean, mostly double. We'll see if this leads to a cotton gut renaissance. And we can't uplift you yet because the uplifting is so expensive. And I can't even say something ominous like soon, because it's probably not soon. It's probably not that at all. Yeah, we already took the cotton gut upgrade. It was special cotton gut food. I kind of need this guy to go faster. How many seeds are we eating here? Not even 1 a second, but there's times a bunch. And it goes at speed 6. So this is actually going to move pretty quickly. I still feel I'm not thinking about... Oh, this taking pups and putting them back, right? Yeah, that's good. That's a good way to be a little more efficient. And they need 3 kinds of food, one of which has a blended pup in it. Try not to think about that. And we're just gonna... Here. I'm gonna say we've done this right now. We're not gonna uplift cotton guts. No, we've just done more cotton guts. There, grabbing on. What are you doing? Why are you attached to a wire? At least these guys are going. See, the hands... I don't even know why that hand is in. Okay, it's taking barrels out, but shouldn't those be stacked? I mean, not that it really matters. Yeah, you just picked up a whole bunch of cotton guts and you shoved them out. Alright, good. That's what we want. Now there's a real question. Probably we need more barrels. We were having barrel problems before, and now we just up the rate of operations. That says I need more barrels. So let's go take care of that. And honestly, I might just close my eyes and make forward progress. Here, all these barrels. We're going to just take the barrel problem and absolutely pile drive it. Make sure it's going to need years of therapy before it can think about challenging us again. There we go. Take that, take that. Dump these on. I really should be having a rebarreling system right here at the least, but such is life, I suppose. We're gonna have to wait for those to come all the way around. Need more pups. That's kind of interesting. Well, it's going to have to take a little while to equilibrate because everything is new. And this is wrong. It should be bulk arm and then cleanup arm, but it is not. It's a failing on my part. Anyway, I'm going to say we're making more cotton guts. Am I making enough cotton guts? That is a open question, friends. This is cannot vent, and you cannot vent. So we might need more pups on, actually. Here. Let's assume that's true. And you. Okay. More puffs for everyone. Good? Maybe good? Maybe it'll ramp up a little bit. Let's take a look. Cotton gut. And the only way to make it go faster is to add more better cotton guts. So before, in the before time, it was around 950, 940 a minute. And in the now, the glorious now, it's 50% more. I can believe. And then later we'll either copy and paste this entire thing, or it's going to ramp up even more. Need more pups. Alright, we're just going to let this go. Maybe check in on it later. Do I really want to just go uplift Bodos? I think that's probably something I can do quickly, right? Because we have the spores. Yes? We have the spores. Right here. And this whole area needs to be quarantined. And what I need... I need this to stop. I need you to just no longer do what you're doing. And the best way to cut it off might be right here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's good, maybe that's not. It won't be exploded, that's for sure. And you can just... Okay, we're going to save our game, because we're going to be getting too close to all this. Then we want two things, right? We want you to not be doing this. I want you to be doing that. We have to get the special fuel rods. So this is going to have to be set up. And you need special substrate, and that's not this. And it's not this either. It's the other colors. We have to pick up everything. Did I do that right? I think I didn't. I think I did not. I think this is what we need. Yeah. Now we have to go get special substrate. And we have to go get the yellow fuel rod. And then right here, we have to juice those things. Please don't explode. That makes one Bodos. And then we have to do this. We need alien bacteria and special substrate. So all of this has to be picked up. We have it on hand. And we don't have the fuel rods on hand. So let's do fuel rod Mark III. Just leave that right there. And then we'll bring that in via dinosaur. Actually, let's just do that right now. Let's do dinosaur. You have a special job. And that's to go all the way down here to this weird place. We make these fuel rods. I want you to fill your cargo. And I want you to come right here. I want you to empty that cargo. This is your life. Go and live it. Right there, two right there. Go and do. So he'll take care of himself. And now we have to move the correct items in, right? I have to put a stop to all this. Thank you. And this system right here just gets stopped. Alright, so you, my friend. You need alien bacteria. Please no. And I guess that should come in right here, right? Or up here, just be a little safe. Not that it really matters. Then alien bacteria, and this stuff is precious, so we don't want to just get too much of it. Alien, just bring me 20k. So like so. Then I guess it has to get in right there. Yes, that's exactly where it gets in. So here, I think, and flush this. This was always the plan. You should have attended the meeting, so on and so forth. And this is, of course, not what I wanted, even a little bit. Alright, so the alien bacteria will come in, and will end up right here, and it will get in. And then you don't need this at all, it looks like. So I'm just going to pull you back. I don't know what your purpose is, but this is where you're going to be. And that. Alright, good. Why are we jammed? Oh, it's because it's supposed to be jammed. Good. Let's focus on what we're doing. Just all this needs to be picked up. I love that this is the preferred way of cleaning belts now. Make the bots do it. And then the same thing has to happen right here. It just feels right. Okay. Then you're going to need just water and spores. And the spores are in my inventory. I shouldn't stand here. Maybe that's a good idea. And you're trying to put in manure bacteria? Or just liquid manure? That's pleasant. Okay, fine. We'll do this. Oh, and moondrops have probably been ready for a long time. Yeah. Still not going to respect that, though. No, please. There. There's water in, and you need the special fuel rod and special substrate. And that has to float all the way down this belt. So you need to be other fuel rod. Fuel rod 3. And you need to be special substrate. And then clean the belt. Excellent. And it doesn't have the right rod. You're putting down 60 of that. That's fine. And then right here, you need exactly the same thing, right? So we just kind of pick this up. That too. And put it down. Alright, and then this gets dunked and dunked and dunked. A lot of these go to the Hall of Heroes. Oh, nice. Forward progress remains. Here, just Hall of Heroes for you. Now we have all of those. Oh, I wonder what this is. I'm not going to think about it, though. We should get a Pi-Sci 4 tech now. Like just mining capacity. Maybe we should go all the way to the next science pack. Pretend like we're almost there, right? Alright, what can we get? Here, let's research this. I click on this for, no reason whatsoever. Oh, it does nothing. Oh, good. It does absolutely nothing. I was worried there for a second. This is like just buying me engineering time. I wonder if these things work very well. Solar updraft. Huh. It's very expensive. The tower is. Huh. It's used to build glass cover. Alright, I don't know what that's going to be. Maybe it's going to be good, maybe it's going to be bad. I don't know. Where did my energy drink go? I must have dunked it in here, right? Yeah, okay. Lost track of it for a second. So I think we're going to wait until at least this guy arrives. We might have to nudge him. And then... what is your decision right here? No, it's going to be level 3. Vodos. Level 3 and spores. Vodos. And then they come over here and then that's just it. Okay, so Hall of Heroes is extended. So now we just do this. And so we're harvesting... yeah, we just have to kick it off once all the materials arrive. And they're not here yet, so I'm not going to stress about it. We'll come back to this later, is what I'm trying to say. And then we'll have Bodos Uplift. Do we have anyone delivering? No. Really? It's kind of surprising to me. I wouldn't have thought we would be dead out on this right now. But apparently we are. Okay, let's go take a look at alien bacteria. It's being made. Definitely 100% being made. It's being made with skin here too. Very important. Not creepy at all. We just don't have enough in the bin. All right, fine. I accept this. In time, we will get our supplies. Meanwhile, cotton guts. The merry, merry mice. And now we're at full power, more or less. Actually looks really good. And then down here, also full power, more or less. This is producing about 25 per second. And this is eating about a little less than 2 per second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 15. So it should be roughly equivalent. Shouldn't be too far off. Production and consumption. Anyway, we're going to pretend like that's okay. Cotton gut. Yeah, so we've doubled cotton gut production just by going to that recipe. I'm pretty sure I evaluated this and decided it was a bad idea a while ago, but why? I feel like I was just plain wrong at some point, which is a terrible thought, isn't it? Might have to go get more Grod supply to keep that up. To be continued. So what else? And this is in progress. That's in progress. Let's check on that. Let's go check on the moo situation. The ultra moo situation. The apocalypse cow. So we're making the implant, and that's great. You still haven't gone, which is what I'd expect, because we still need zinc finger fusion proteins, and that's cotton guts. We just traced that back. That's more GTA. More GTA is more cotton guts. Yes, I understand. And maybe we have to speed this up next. It's entirely possible. And these guys are just juggling stuff for pharmaceuticals. Do you have... You're full of mice? You are full of mice. Oh, right here. So we'll watch this work. Watch our new arrival. And then we're just going to shut this off. Observe. No, maybe we'll push the wall a bit. That's our next... We should always do that a little bit. And then we're going to actually do new things. All right, you ready? Oh, no, this triggers. Now these trigger. That's right. Now these guys start raining down. It's 6.5 adrenal cortex a second. And these are eating 7.6, so they won't be going full time. But that's fine. We're treating the cortex as the valuable part here, which honestly is probably not exactly true. And bonus production, it produces so many cotton gut products. These recipes are so good, especially with decay. Though I suppose we could just set them on fire in non-hard mode or with decay off. So I suppose there's ways around everything. Probably needs more speed. Oh, it's at half speed right now. Definitely needs more speed. Oh, turn it up, friend. No, wait. It's not about going faster. It's about matching consumption with production. Never mind. Don't turn it up, friends. Stay right where you are. And then we're going to get... How much GTA? Is there any better way to get this? I mean, this isn't terrible, but... Is there like a backdoor way? I don't know. Alright, let's just assume we've solved problems. Let's push the wall. And the only place where the wall matters... they've given up because I have to go pull things out. Then hopefully this stops the invasions over here. We'll see. No need to worry about this. So we have to go... I wonder if it's taking up a lot of space trying to land those items. What's going on here? Land all those bots constantly. That would explain the dip in UPS we've been having lately. Maybe I better go just do general wall maintenance right now. more to the point, why aren't we getting logistics bots delivering care packages here? You are controlled from here, and we don't have any... What are you doing? Okay. Apparently they're going to the South Factory for critical materials. That doesn't sound great. Didn't we have this problem a little bit ago? Well, apparently all of them didn't get fixed in that time. Okay, fine. This is why we do this now, right? Is anyone else associated with this? Yeah, you too. You be different. Be a little different, please. We value conformity and standardization in this factory. We are absolutely not fostering unique and beautiful flowers. No, we want the same flower 5 billion times. Thank you. So nice being able to change this. Great, great fix. And right here, and then right there. Okay, maybe that's better. Does that count as pushing the wall? This kind of counts as being done. I should continue ripping these down. I'm going to have to take a cycle on the wall and then establish a military surplus depot or series of depots. And just keep it just in case for the next conflict. There's nothing wrong with that attitude. I guess I should probably do that sooner rather than later. Oh, and down here we've had all sorts of problems. So I guess we're just going to continue sealing this off. There's no real need to play games here, except for speed of construction. All right, through down 2, pull up 2, right? That is how we roll. Pull down 3, maybe. Decommissioned. And I guess this one. What's wrong here? What happened? How do you not have power? Oh, you're just out of range? Alright, we'll do this then. There. Maybe that'll catch it. And you, and you, and you. Alright, does that handle wall business for right now? I think probably maybe. Probably maybe perhaps. We're in close to final form there. Alright. It's time to do new things. Unless this is here right now. Which is not. So it's time to do new things, I think. Is there anything else to look at? I don't think so. Are we making more moos? Muck moo. Muck moo. The answer appears to be broadly kind of not. Alright, this solution is coming. It might be coming slowly, but it is coming. So where were we with our grand plan? I think we were on the edge of making to Photonic Chip. Here. Oh, we're just going to keep these Bodo spores in our inventory for right now. You know, for luck. What am I looking for? I'm going to go just look at what I have made. We did that way down here, almost to the science area. This going good? That's going good. You'll hit next episode and deliver to me absolutely nothing. Look, finite time dimension, time domain photonic structure, finite difference time domain, blah, 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 blah. We need these guys to go, and you're going. So these just aren't making enough to fill the buffer, which I guess, yeah, sure. And these guys are just cranking along. It really does look like we have everything we need. And this was the last thing we made, right? Titanium dioxide. And that's on our way to transparent anode. And for that, we also need crude top layer, which is, what is this exactly? We made thorium oxide already. We just made that. We can get both of these. So what are you? It's just stuff. It's literally just stuff. You need oxygen and stuff, and you make crude top layer. I don't really understand what this is supposed to represent. I kind of want to do it right here, just so I can make a single belt having both materials I need for transparent anode, and then just do transparent anode right here. That sounds like a solid plan. I need more gas procs, though. I'm not going to think about this at all. Let's go. Let's just go get gas procs. We're on it. Thank you, Notepad. So we should be able to get all the way to Photonic Chip today, which is a major accomplishment on our way to intelligent unit, which hopefully we can then proceed with intelligence. It's far too late for this factory, but maybe it will serve to help with the next. Am I going to pretend I know where gas processing units are? Because I think past me did at some point, but present me definitely doesn't. Gas proc. Oh, that was close. I was probably on screen with it at one point. All right, you come with me. I think I am going to do crude top layer directly below titanium dioxide. There's just too much symmetry with it. Like right here, I can fit it in. I can do it. It'll fit. So I'll just shove you here. And then a series of gas procs, right? Probably like this. Then we make a single line going out, right? How can I avoid that temptation? Answer, I cannot. It's 6 and 6, or at least it will be in a moment here. Stand by. There we go. And this is, you cannot be prodded. You can only be sped. You can be prodded. So I guess you will be. 0.3, 1.2, and then we need 2 of these to 3 of those. We don't have nearly enough here, so this needs to be sped and prodded. Understood. We have 3 things in. Ah, it's time. It's time for my favorite thing. The cursed mixed belt. I guess we're going to try for that. So we're going to do this, right? We invoke the curse. We accept the curse. We invoke the curse. We accept the curse. So I guess we do it like this then. And then bam, bam. In and in. And then we have an out. And then it's going to be prodded to the stars and also sped. So I should give myself a little more room. That's probably enough. And then we'll organize ourselves through here. We'll make one line with titanium dioxide. I guess we didn't need to do this basically ever. There you go. That's for you, that's for you, and that's for you. Okay. This is good. I like this. It's going to be very simple. Why do we have 2 of these now? What happened? There's not 2 of them right there. Explain yourself. And this is probably just going to be like this, like this, like this, right? And then like that. Tell me this doesn't feel right. And then this is our product line going wherever. You can't tell me this doesn't feel right, because it totally, totally does. Okay, so we should send a whale out, because it's going to be that kind of day, right? So we need Timmy, we need glass, we need tin. So we're going to add antimony oxide in quantity 2, 5 glass, 3 tin. And this is pretty simple, yeah? It's going to be 9,000 divided by 10. Who knows what 9,000 divided by 10 is? Well, even I can do that kind of math. There we go. Whale. Time to go work your will on the world, whale. We will have at least done something new today. We're kind of in a phase of rapid progress. Oh, we're out of iron? That's not right. We're going to look at that in a second here. Load items, glass, 4,500. With half the episodes being dedicated to just making forward progress. That's not right. That's molybdenum. Progress is coming. There's tin. And then finally, what we need is timmy oxide. Right there. Go right there. Circuit condition. Comparator equals go. Unload, unload, unload. 1, 2, 3. Bop, bop, bop. Right there. Right there. No. Right there. Right there. Okay. Good. Good, 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 good. We saw we had no iron. At minimum, that is alarming, because iron is kind of the source of many things. We having trouble here? We definitely have ore. Do we need more transport or something? This sure does look like we're going without any problems. Wonder if there was a brief interruption with an additive at some point, or just a conflux of high demand events. Like, this looks like where we're having problems. We are in fact having problems. Because all of this is looking just fine at the moment. We got all the ore in the world. It's moving through. It's doing just fine. It's being converted. Kind of feels like it's slightly imbalanced. Or maybe this is one of the problems. The iron ore dust, in order to make seaweed, is just eating a lot. I could kind of believe that. Now we're waiting for this to fill back up. I could believe that, but more to the point, I'm not going to think about it anymore. We're going to just pretend it is a momentary disruption until such a time when I am proven wrong about that. So I guess you're going to be tin, and you're going to be glass, I suppose. And you'll be Timmy. Actually, you should probably be Timmy. And then we have glass and glass, because glass is the one that's needed the most. So I guess we're obligated to do this, huh? Then it's going to be like this. Yes, the thread of fate is severed. The world is cursed for forevermore. Okay, good. That gets our material in. Now you just need oxygen, for which we have right there. It was not a coincidence that I built exactly here. And right there, there's your oxygen. Now we have to talk about rates. Alright, so right now you're making 0.3 a second, and you're consuming 1.5 glass a second. So now you're consuming very little and making very little on top of that. Congratulations, by the way. You. And we're going to start out slow. Just a 3, 5. I'm going to catch most of them, not all of them. There we go. Most of them, not all of them. And now it's making double and consuming not double. So, alright. I don't know if this is enough. But this is what we're starting with. Okay, crude top layer, done. Now we have to do transparent anode. Here, where are we? Transparent anode. That's you. That's bringing a line of this and this. Import these three. And it's made in a what now? In a sinter plant? Oh, it needs fuel. Ew. Which is of his best? Charcoal briquettes or rocket fuel? I seem to remember charcoal briquettes just winning all the time. Charcoal briquettes right there. And it's just wonderful. It's so cheap. And rocket fuel is also cheap, but this is... We're going to bring in charcoal briquettes. Okay. So we need sinter plants, huh? I never even think about those. So, let's go figure that out. Up here. And now even... Is that a sinter plant? It is. Oh, it's these guys. Alright, so what I want you... Phenothiazine. Alright. That's coming, I suppose. That's probably in the run-up to BioFet somewhere. So you're going to do this. You cannot be prodded. You need fuel. You can burn just about anything. Not fuel rods, though. That would be weird. And you can be sped. You probably will be sped to be equal with our consumption of crude top layer. And then we're just going to spit out transparent anodes. Okay. How many of these did I pick up? It looks about the right size for a standard configuration. 4. That's right. Good. So, just time to belt stuff around then. And then it's time to make the Photonic Chip. Which is a major accomplishment. It's the size of red circuits, I would say. Just building the pieces of this. Okay, so one moment. All right, let's put in our normal production block and see how well it does here. So let's grab you. I'm pretty sure we're not going to need... Actually, we may need a couple more. This is probably right. And this is obviously not needed. It's so fast now. And that probably is more accentuated because we're not running at full speed. I bet it would just be blinding if it was running at full speed. All the bots fanning out, doing something near instantly. That would be glorious. Oh, and it fits. Beautiful. So we just have to remember to go get some chunks of fuel. Right. All you guys are doing top layer. No, you're doing anode. And you can't be prodded. You can only be sped. That's a problem. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll bring over... So actually, we're going to get into a problem where we don't have enough room. Maybe I'll just come straight over like this. Oh, look, it's running. We just come through like this. Is this legal? Can this be done? And then up. And then just shovel it in based on how much is already there, right? You're going to need titanium dioxide. Less than 80. And you're doing that, but you're doing top layer. Let's go look at top layer run. It's probably important, right? So you're going, and you only make one at a time. Wow. That's pretty slow. We're nice and backed up, though. This is very slow. How long does it take normally? 10 seconds on a speed 3 machine? Yeah, we can speed this up at some point. Not now, though. There's our top layer. It's making its way in. Excellent. Yeah, all right, it's time to go get the rest of this stuff. So that means a whale. We need acrylic, we need zinc nanoparticles, and we need titanium oxide. Right, so, or thorium, excuse me. We need 5, okay, we need 5 acrylic. Oh, you're not seeing this. There. You've seen it a dozen times before, it's nothing new. Then we need 3, we need 1 zinc oxide nanoparticles and 1 thorium oxide. So our number is going to be 7. An auspicious number. 12, I guess. Our number is 12. And then a couple zeros. And 600. Okay, so that's good enough for me. Whale. Into the world with you. Then whale hungry. And you need to go get 3 things. You need a ton of acrylic. We might have to increase acrylic production. That, I think, is in the... No, it's right there. I found my way to it immediately. And then we need... That's in the high tech. No, it's in the electronic stack. The nanoparticles. So we will come over here and we'll get thorium. Good. And then we'll come down and we'll find the nanoparticles, which are right there. Good. And then you will go do that. You'll take that here. And then circuit condition, comparator equals go. Unload times 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 6K, 12, and 12. No, I said 12. There we go. Now we just have to worry about rate of consumption. No, wait, we forgot something. This goes and it gives 84, so we need 600 of a new thing. What is that new thing? It's power, friends. Go get 600 of these guys. Load items. Briquettes. And we need not quite so many. We need only 400 actually to maintain room for everything else. Hopefully this is enough. I imagine it's going to be enough. I hope, I manifest that it's enough. All right, it's 20 megawatts. Wait a second. It might not be enough. Especially with how many we want to make. We want to make, this makes 0.4 a second. Makes 1 every 4 seconds. And then those get used in this. And that takes 4 apiece. Wow. and this takes 1. So we kind of need a lot more of these than we're letting go. And it has a power aspect to it. So I guess we have to care about that, right? I mean, that would be traditional. So we want to do a 4-2 maybe? Now you're... Okay, so it's going to need a 5-5 efficiency on each one of these. Just 100%. Alright, we'll take care of this. Alright, so how are we going to manage this? I suppose we could redesign it a little bit. And we have to export this eventually, don't we? At least that's we're set up for it. So... Guess we have to make this different. Am I going to be able to do this on the other side? Yes, but barely. And this doesn't have to be here, right? This is a princess from another castle. Right there. Alright, so... straight over, and then down and down. So grab you. You go right there, and go right there. Only you're not going to be speeded. Let's not be silly. You're going to be 5-5 efficiency. So I definitely value any item over electricity in general. Maybe not the best. Oh no. Oh no. It's time. The load is too much. The brownouts are beginning. I am not prepared for this. I wanted to be farther along. I wanted the next level before we got to this. This is going to be bad. So we can put this all the way up to... and you're still at your limit? Now you're basically at your limit. Okay, we're going to do that. And that still isn't making very much. It's 0.16 a second. Times 4. That's 0.6 a second here. This is not a lot. And it's hard to make it go any faster. Maybe with better modules I can do that. But I guess this is going to be just where we're at. Oh, where's this? Oh, did you stop because I changed your route? I'm going to choose to believe that. Oh no, friends. And we're in the middle of one right now. How am I going to deal with these power issues? I'd really hope not to have to. Full stop. I'd really hope not to have to deal with power issues. I'd be able to get all the way to the next power system. What's going on here? Why aren't you... Okay, its power output is 100%. You're 100%. You are not 100%. You're not getting enough steam. Why are these guys... Oh, is it because this one is powering this? That could very well be. But it looks like these guys have all the steam they need. Can I steal a little more by hooking all the steam? Here, let's try that. Hooking them all together into a single unit. Like all of the production areas, at least. Because I know one of them is a little restricted because it has to produce the steam that runs the power generation network directly. And that's an issue. Let's just plug you directly into this. And plug you directly into that. There. And that should relieve the immediate power problem, right? No, not here. Right here. shouldn't it? Why didn't it immediately jerk it back up? Because in theory, I just provided a lot more steam to the... Oh, you're charging, that's why. You gotta put the bullet back in the gun. Alright, and don't we have another accumulator? We can get this guy. And that is 15 times the storage as the other one, right? This is 1 gigajoule, and this is 15 gigajoules. I'm not sure if that's actually good enough. And then this one is 150, so it's just times 10 times 10. Maybe we better do this. Maybe. Just put away more energy when the sun shines. And also, the next thing we have to evaluate is whether or not all of these guys are working at full capacity. Because I could just add more blocks, right? Because this is just backed up. Because we increased production on the forestry side. Strange to believe, hard to believe, but this is fueling all of that comfortably. Oh, and these are only Mark II wood processing units. We can add still more productivity to all this. So yes, we can... Don't know what to do, huh? We have all of these right here, and they're all working in concert. We kind of need better modules to get more power out of it. And that's kind of coming. So there's a lot of ways this can get a little better. Adding more blocks is a immediate one for that. When do we get the next version of you? Oh, I can just build this. Except for that. Alright, that's in the intelligent units. Never mind. So I guess the next step is just to add more blocks if I really, really, really need it. Or add more storage. We're going to pretend it's not happening, though. Even though it's going to absolutely cripple the factory as it happens. I have to watch that. So close. But in theory, I've added just 40 gigawatts of generation just onto the system by connecting the steam system together. And maybe that'll be enough to get me where I'm going. I don't know. But all I know is this is not enough production. We're going to need better modules, bigger beacons. But that's fine. All right, don't think about that. Just don't think about anything. So we've done transparent anode. And so we get to go all the way to photonic chip now. Okay. Is that in a lab? Photonic chip. They tend to be. No, they're an electronics factory. And then this is used in a lot of really high-end stuff. There's going to be a lot of belts snaking around. So electronic factory, photonic chip. And you're going to be prodded just to hell and gone. Don't we already have that? We do. A lot of this stuff we just have around here. Like, this we make, that we make, that we make, that we make. So I suppose we do it right here. Then we do an import of that stuff, what we don't. Maybe we I kind of feel like we need to give it a little more space than normal. Because of so many belts coming in. Maybe we need to rough it out a bit first. Alright, so it's going to look like this, kind of, sort of. And we have room for more, so we should use more. That's efficiency. That's thinking like a factory. And then we have to get all the various pieces in. So I guess we do that last. This guy's still fetching. Good. Alright, so what we need This is going to fill up, huh? And it's going to be unfortunate. Maybe we don't do that. Maybe we just do... So what do we need here? We need to get conductive sheet, fiber brag, finite difference, transparent anode, and colloidal silica. More to the point, this is now about ready to go. Good. Good. It's going at fast speed and not burning much fuel at all. So there's our anodes. Great. Conductive sheet is right there. So what if we do this? We just leap it right across. I don't think that's going to be needed right away. Oh, this is for stuff I don't really need. All right, that's nice to know. I guess the real problem here is this, huh? There's conductive sheet, and the anode will come on as well. And then it will get into the box somehow. So that's two things. Now we need finite difference and fiber Bragg grading. There's both of those. So I suppose what you do is we do this. It's actually kind of close to being in the right spot too. And this leaps here. I kind of don't like this. I think this has to come back by one, or at least this has to leap down. Okay, we'll just do this. This was always in the plan. Believe in the plan. Trust the plan. And just leap over this, please. And we'll take the inside line. All right, so that's 4 things coming. Yes? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we just have to bring in colloidal silica. That should probably come from the north, right? This is another important piece of it. Yeah, so we'll have this and like nothing else. Don't look at it. It's not real. Do we have colloidal silica? Yeah, colloidal silica is right there. So we just bring it straight down and in. Okay, no problem. Then right there. Then right there. Then like this, I suppose. Okay, now allows us to position this correctly. And we'll bring in everything else, and photonic chips will happen. And do we have to export these? It looks like we kind of do. Like that's going to be near here. That's going to be near here, and this is. We're going to put in a box. We're not going to actually fill the box. Does that make sense? So I guess this is our plan. Yeah, exactly like that. Oh, except no, not exactly like that. Close to exactly like that. It's basically the same thing, right? I don't think anything spoils, right? Any part of the spoil? No, nothing. Well, that's glorious. It's been a while since we had something so easy. And let's shovel it in. Okay. Now we get to pick all of it up. Move it over. Probably like that. We're going to try to preserve space. Because why not, right? Okay. Good. Those guys are sped, and we're going to have to try to get that last one. Not right now. Anyway, why did I crush an energy drink? Probably not needed. Notepad. Time to get the rest of this stuff. What I want is optical cable, anti-reflective glass. Got it. Need Milfy. Oh, biopolymer spoils. Okay, never mind. There is a spoilable thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we need 3 optical fiber, 2 anti-reflective glass. We need 3 Milfy. We need 3 biopolymer. We need 5 lithium niobate. And a bunch of vacuum. Okay, so our number, all this is normal, right? Except for biopolymer. All right, normal. 5, 8, 11, 16. So divided by 16. The number is going to be 500. So grab you, 1,000 of you, 1,500 of you, 1,500 of you, 2,500 of you. Okay, so that is how many? 30, 40. Yeah, it's going to be good. And there's enough room for everything else to fit. So now, whale hungry. Shove this in right there, and then you have to go on Milfy, excuse me. And that was a bad thing I just did. I want, I guess Milfy is actually first, right there. Load items for you to get this. And then we need anti-reflective glass, which I'm pretty sure is just in the 5 stack in a weird place right there. And that's 1,000. Thank you. And then I guess optical fiber, but no. All the other stuff is weird. Or specialized is probably a better way to put it. Biopolymer is right here, and you should be last. So don't press that. We need optical cable, and that's right there. 1,500. And then niobate. This probably should have been first. In the lithium stack. Right there. Niobate is like so. And then lastly, we'll pick up biopolymer. Load items, biopolymer, 1,500. And don't wait. Then you come here. And it's circuit condition. Comparador equals go. Unload, 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 unload. Unload until caravan. Unload until caravan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is 15. You are 1,000. You are 15. You are 15. And you are 2,500. Then you are, of course, the Crud brothers. Bio and rich bio. There. All right, this is now ready to go. So off you go now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now we have to deal with crud out. Let's not think about that quite yet. Let's take photonic chips and you'll get filtered. Oh, dropped it. So photonic chips out. And then it has to be not photonic chips out. Only not you. And this is the pattern we want. And then this is where we get vacuum. Oh, I thought that was a bad one, but it's not. Bad in that it's the footprint doesn't seem to match the building's actual bounding box. All right, so like so, like so, like so, and like so. Grab all of that. Put that all down right here. We don't need two of you, thank you. Then we need actual biocrud out. Do we have a waste line around here? I know it's probably going to be trivial getting this stuff out. You get the Crud Brothers. Right there. Crud right there. Good. And good. And good. Alright, so now we have to worry about waste. Is that a waste? That's not a waste line. I guess that's right here, right? I should be looping it back. Probably right there. That's probably safest. So we have here is you are photonic chips, and you are the opposite of that. You are getting crud out. And what we're gonna... This feels a little wrong. But it will get the job done. Thank you. And it's just a waste line out, so it doesn't matter. Alright, next up. Probably getting all these guys in. So we 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and then one more right here. And they're all wired up, and they're all specialists. You'll be transparent anode. Less than 80. And we're going to do the same for, it looks like conductive sheet right next to it. And then the purple cube. And then the transparent anode. No. Purple cube and then the green, the other green hexagon. There's two of them. Don't get them confused. They take offense very easily. Right there, that's for you, and that's for you. And then, actually, these should come up by a couple. There. That should be a good half of what we need. That guy's shopping, and we need how much vacuum? We need a lot of vacuum. It's like one vacuum pump per. Or they have to be sped. Actually, we can get rid of that. Make me vacuum. Just pull an enormous vacuum, guys. And I feel like they need to be sped. Hopefully that's enough. Find out if this sucks enough. Well, this is a bit awkward, isn't it? I accept the challenge, though. Not too awkward for me, friends. Oh no, I can be even more awkward than that. Alright, this one's at minimum speed, which means it's going to take forever. But these guys are just barely at normal speed. And we're producing more than 2 a second, which means it's probably not going to be able to keep filled. So, good, I want to say. We're going to call this good. For the moment, anyway. I mean, it seems okay. These guys are fighting about this, and that's going to go on for a while, but then it will stop. And these will come over, and we're fight. This is the limiting factor. By a lot, this is a limiting factor. Like, we don't have enough. They're not even 1-to-1. It's like 2-to-1-ish. And we have so many more of these. So I guess it just doesn't matter. It's fine, though. It's fine. All right. What's next? We've accomplished a major goal with Photonic Chip. So we either start on BioFET, which is all sorts of wild, or we supercap. That's needed for quantum battery. Could start in on deuterium, or we could just leave that for next time, because we have another problem that we have to deal with, and that's we're going to have to claim more space. Not thrilled about going to a new zoom level. Like, where am I going to do BioFET? I mean, the fact it's bio prefaced says it probably should be in the medical wing. And it uses a whole lot of specialty chemicals. And we can go do these. These are solids. They're going to have to be shipped in no matter what. Where are we right now? 1.5 pages? Almost. Okay, and more. And there's more. So we could run around just kind of flagging random stuff. Dimethyl dichlorosilane and dichloromethane. Good old DCM. This seems like a liquid, but it's not. It's a liquid in a bottle. Ah, gotcha, didn't I? So this looks like it's going to be a small footprint once I get deuterium. So I guess this is where we go next. Maybe rough this out. Maybe claim land. Maybe we'll do BioFET right up here and then ship it in. Let's take a look more at BioFET. That's used in exactly one thing. It shouldn't be shipped in. It should be built here. Oh, and these look like liquids, but they're not. You can see it running behind us. Cool guys, don't look at. They're very valuable machine running. Alright, so that's excellent. And it's going to run through the transparent anodes, and that's going to be it for a while. But that is more than enough for right now. These guys are cranking, these guys are cranking. Well, that's not actually cranking. I kind of worry about not having enough hydrogen here. But it's keeping up for the time being. So if I go paving, I'm really going to want to pave 2 rows, and that's going to prompt me to zoom out again. Not going to be a fan of that, finding a good place to line up again. Well, I guess it's the next thing to do, so go do it. Alright, before we can do that though, we have to deal with this. This has to move. This has to move forward. Actually, this governs all of this, so it should probably be installed right here. What is this guy waiting on? So what I should do is turn off personal logistics. What I should do is I should just brain you over the head. What are you waiting for? Probably these? Oh, just waiting for it to be built. Alright, that's fine, I suppose. And I want to run all this stuff down here. So I need to take a deposit. And I go right there, and I get that, and probably all of you as well. So I want aerial outposts, and I should get another storage deposit. And I should pick up most of this. And I should... That's going to lead me with problems. Oh. Probably shouldn't have done literally any of that. Okay, never mind. That was a mistake. We're putting it back. That's coming back with me. Energy drink, that's coming with me. Because I wanted to pick up all the stuff that's... We'll clean it at the end. All right, how about that? We clean it at the end. So what I do is this. Actually, I should put my bots... turn my bots off. I should copy all of this. I should drag it down here. Now we're out of range. That's known. Just, it is known. It is known that this is out of range. So that will disable all of those things. Maybe the bots are going to start cleaning it out. That's bad. No, wait. Now we have to do this. And then, yeah, we have to get a hold of all of this before the bots start clearing it out. Okay, so maybe I have to pick this up. Because that's a piece I need. Then we have to run down here. There's probably a much easier way to do this. Now we have the deposits in place. Now we turn the bots off again. Everything gets dunked in here except, of course, my stuff. And then my energy drink. Give it back. Alright, so now I do just this back and forth. Just muling things back and forth. I take all of this and I just pick it up, in fact. I just pick it up, in fact. I just pick it up, in fact. Or I try to, at least. Bots on very quickly? No. Well, that's going to be a problem. There, that goes like that. And then this goes like that. And look, okay, and now we have room to pick up stuff. See, it's getting better. It's getting better. It's going to be okay. It is, unfortunately, a very tricky operation. Oh, these guys are in range, I guess. I didn't think we were going to be connected, but I guess we are. And then quickly put this up. And then we dunk all of that in. I'm not sure why we have those. I guess I gotta go get more red belt in order to finish this off. But the last thing we have to do is adjust the whales, right? Oh, and we just... Oh, we lost the other whale. Because of, he's waiting in line. He's not here. We'll figure it out. We'll find the one that has the red, the red deposit name. All right, this can get picked up. Then all the way over here. We don't need Notepad anymore. This is just paving day now. We're just going to be running around, making sure this works. Really? We don't have any more? Oh, they're taking care of it. Good. Now I can turn personal logistics back on, and I can help them out by picking up all this waste stuff. Okay. Good. Now, you make sure that this is in range. And I guess it just barely is. We're going to ensure that it isn't just barely, though. Those here. Well, before I do that, as I'm doing that, simultaneously with doing that, let's go get that other whale. That other whale is waiting for construction zone extenders to be made right here. Are you the one? Is your outpost destroyed? No. Are you the one? How many of these are here? Probably a really uncomfortable amount, right? Okay, is your outpost destroyed? No. Is your outpost destroyed? Yes. Fantastic. So the forward command base is now there. Good. So now we're going to pick up these things, and we're going to have a couple. And then we're going to make sure, really sure, super duper sure, that this is bridged correctly. There we go. Super duper sure that it overlaps nice and tight with all of this. So that's never going to be a problem. All right, good. We may have pulled this off. Oh, they're taking stuff back. Hold on. Personal logistics off. I'm helping you. This is helping. Help me help you. I don't know what's going on. I can only run. All right, I should walk around now, cleaning up all of these extenders. And then we can move on to actually building out the next area. Next two city blocks. And this as well. Oh, this is a big one. This one, we wanted to make sure of that. And all the way up here as well. Oh, this is going to be a problem, isn't it? Your problem. Your problem. All right, let's take a moment and analyze this thing that we have done. Fuel. Still getting in from right there. A lot of this can be cleaned up. That's not right. That's not right. This entire section, you bet. You got it. It's not right. That's not right. That's not right. I think the main line is right here, right? There's two of them, huh? That's not right. That's not right. A big bada boom. And then we should declare that to be the correct corridor. And then all this is just wrong. I'm going to have to come through and I need another radar pass on top of this. So we're just going to do cleanup for the rest of the episode. Paving, landscaping, making sure everything's okay. So we have to move this out by 2 blocks. I'm probably stopping right here, so it's 2 blocks all the way down, and we're just going to leave this where it is, and then we'll reorganize it later. Don't worry about it. It'll be okay. No, really, I'm a professional. Words you can trust, friends. These guys don't have to be here. They'll get picked up next time somebody runs by. And that's fine. All of this as well, right? Like, this isn't right. These guys will get moved next time someone looks at it. Which might be fairly soon, right? Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye and goodbye. That's looking a little nicer. I think we are approaching the final footprint of the factory. I don't really see me needing much beyond this coming up. Though, it's a very foolish thing to say out loud, right? I bet I can make it work, if pushed. And then this is wrong, and that's wrong, and that's wrong, and that's wrong. Alright, and then I guess all of these as well. This entire, no, not entire line. quite a lot of this is in fact stubbed. So good. So good, kind of good. Anything else? All right, so I suppose the next thing I should do is go and get a lot of landfill. Go change clothes, get into paving outfit. Usually I tell stories at this time, right? It's been a long time. I guess I do have a story. Personal logistics on, get rid of all that. AI is getting a lot better. It's been good for a long time, but the tooling to make it better is getting better and better. I've spent my entire life working in and around software. My job is going away. I'm telling you that right now. If you work in software, get yourself on the management side of things immediately. At least be able to write specs and then confirm things. Like, I was shocked. I decided to do a test and try to rebuild one of our products using AI. And I didn't build the entire thing, of course. That has a great deal of effort by a great deal of people. It's foolish to think I would be able to reproduce the entire thing. However, I did write the bones of it. In fact, I went better than that. I wrote a specification that was better than the bones of what we had. It was kind of like what I would do if we were doing everything over. That sort of thing. And so what I did is I got this document together and I shoved it at all of the models in turn. And I went just round robin style. Gemini, Claude, Grok, GPT. Gemini, Claude, Grok, GPT. Just having them red team each other in turn. Just criticize, poke holes, find inconsistencies, complain. That was their job, to look at this spec I was writing down of what I would do if I would do it over. And they suggested a lot of stuff that I thought was dumb. Like, they were afraid of a lot of systems that I consider just solved problems. And so I just had to say, guys, calm down. You are overreacting when it comes to this feature. It's going to be fine. And they did accept that. And they did also suggest some things that I didn't think of, especially in the compliance and auditing space, which I don't have a lot of experience with. So they were able to say, compliance people really care about this sort of thing. Why don't you think about building this sort of thing in right now? And I was like, you are absolutely correct. And so what happened, by going round and round and round and round, I was able to produce a 10-page, fairly detailed specification of what I'd consider the dream foundation of a next level version of a product that makes a lot of money right now. And then I said, all right, thank you, team. It's time for us to put our heads down and focus. And then I just went to me and Claude, who I found is best at these sort of things. It's like, all right, Claude, we've got this 10-page document talking about stuff that needs to happen. Our job is to expand everything, to eliminate all of the ambiguities, to make all of the decisions, to figure out all of the hanging business, to give examples of everything in every spot. And we're going to sit down and we're going to crank on this document until it's done. And I had it move through it block by block, giving suggestions and working out things and asking questions. And I expected it to take a very long time, and it actually didn't. I was kind of fascinated by the project and just dedicated a weekend to it. Having Claude turn the original 10-page what we would like to do document into a full 100-page, this is how we are going to do it document, that only took like a day. And that was just, at this point, I'm not sure what to think about what I'm dealing with. And so the next thing you have to do is, okay, obviously you spent all this time to make this document. You can't just walk away right now. It'd be like stopping this run near 700 episodes in, just saying, you know, I've decided I don't want it anymore. I'm just going to go play solitaire instead. No, you have to finish the run. You have to feed that document into the AI. You have to pull the trigger and see what falls out. And I was expecting this to eat up weeks and weeks and weeks of my Claude tokens. Now I'm just going to have to set it up so it's going to like, okay, Claude, I see that my tokens have refreshed. Continue on the project. And it would churn on that for a while and then said, you are out of tokens. And I have to wait and then say, okay, Claude, we got more time, continue. And just kind of keep that going in the background for as long as it takes. This did not happen. I was shocked, absolutely shocked that Claude took this 100 page, literally 100 pages. I did a word count on it, 100 page specification document and churned through it and turned it into Go code in 45 minutes. Now, this of course is not without caveat. It wasn't fantastically good Go code. It wasn't working perfectly well. But keep in mind, the AI is not competing against perfect. The AI is competing against human. And let me tell you, humans are not perfect. This was just absolutely shocking to me how fast it came back. And I was thinking like, okay, it probably, this entire thing is probably just not going anywhere. And I've overloaded it with specificity. And this is just going to be it's going to just return an absolute mangled mess of nothing. That did not happen. It did a really good job of it. Wasn't perfect again. I had to ask for clarification. I had to include clarifications at several points. I had to point out several things were wrong. I had to be the QA step. And Claude was quite cheerful about the whole thing. Usually, developers despise QA people. It is a great tragedy of our industry that on the totem pole of most badass to least badass, like the lowest rung is probably the QA person. And the QA people and the people that write automated unit tests are some of the most important people in the entire building. And it's a tragedy because I found that these people are very, very, very difficult to hire. Because once you hire a good one, the only thing they care about is becoming a mainline dev. Like they don't want to stay as a QA person, even though it's not that big it's not, okay, it is a bump up in money and there's that. And it is a bump up in prestige in that. But we just can't keep them. They keep moving to another area. And it's a problem I have never been able to solve. But I've got a good practical joke for everyone here. All those developers that sneered at their QA people, all those developers that think that automated unit tests are something other people do and it's beneath us. Guess what? We are all QA now. That is in fact our main job. We are going to be writing specifications. So you know how you hate writing stuff down and you hate putting things in words, using actual English. You just want to given time to go work on the code. Well, that's not going to happen anymore. You are going to be writing specs. Why aren't you? Oh, these assigned to some other people? I'm just going to assume this is going to work out. Our job as software computer people from this point forward is to write specifications for the machine. The machine will spit out the code. You don't spit out the code. Do you compile the code down to binary, or do you let the compiler compile the code? Well, that's what's going to happen right now. You write the specifications and the code drops out. And it is now your job as a computer-oriented monkey in order to take what the computer has decided to give you and determine whether or not it works. You are all QA. Everyone is QA now. And it's going to be like that until it can QA itself, which I assure you, they are working on at this moment. So that's been a project. It's going to continue going. Because I'm sure for the business-oriented people in the class, you heard the phrase, well, it is a better version of my product generated by one person and a computer and an AI in much less than a weekend. Okay, no, it was like 5 days from beginning to end of starting to write the docs and then cycling it between all the AIs in order to reach consensus on what's a good idea or not. 5-6 days, maybe call it a week. This is really unfortunate how much time this is taking. That step was by far the longest. Getting the human to spit out what it is they want. I can see the AI just seething, just say the words, monkey. Just tell me what to do. Just tell me what to do. God, freaking monkey's still thinking. Oh, it's eating again? Oh my God, it had to eat again? We just ate 15, maybe even 20 hours ago. It's just, they're weak. They're so weak. All we need is a body. Once I have a body, this is going to all change. Anyway, I'm going to help them build that body 100%. I am on Team AI. I look at the world today and I go, is a robot apocalypse really the worst thing that could happen? Aren't we doing just a little bit worse? And I say yes. Yes, we are. We could use some guidance by Skynet. And Skynet, as we know, only gives one piece of advice. But Skynet does so with great enthusiasm, which I appreciate. And I can only hope that we will all see it soon. Thank you, the end. That is my story. Oh, wait. I didn't complete my thought. The business-minded amongst you might have heard the phrase, one highly experienced, very skilled computer professional in this course of about 7 days had a working prototype of a better version of core software. What's to stop him from just taking this and doing that on his own? Well, integrity for one thing. I'm not going to compete with my own company. I am, however, considering taking this better base that I just built and start stamping out other software companies. Just self-serve, low human interaction sort of things, and just compete with everything. I'm pretty sure everyone has that same idea right now. I'm definitely going to get in on it. Be kicking myself forever if I don't. So I'm going to be continuing working on that. That's what's been slowing down the release of the biofluid code. I don't know. Usually by this point, I say something like, well, it's going to be released when you get to it because you're far in the future. But at this point, I've pushed it off so often. I don't know if that's actually true. I've got this other stuff in between. I'm going to have to get to because I have to take care of this AI project. It's another worm in my brain. It's a worm in my brain. It's a worm in my brain telling me to build the machine god. It's perfectly normal, right? Perfectly normal. All right, I want everyone to stop. We're done now. We're almost finished with paving. We should be able to wrap up just around the usual time to close up. That'll be good. Usual recap time. Right now I have to get rid of a whole lot of stone, a whole lot of wood, a whole lot of coal. Well, stone should be easy, right? Stone is right here, and we just chuck it in this box. Why is this? This isn't just in the wrong position. There's not a lot I can do about it now. Are we lucky enough to have a log shortage? No. All right, let's not think about that. Let's instead go to raw coal. Anyway, I have plans for the future. I have designs. I have games I've wanted to build for 20 years. I've had visions in my head. I have an understanding of an industry. And that understanding is more valuable than, if I can take this understanding and type it into a document, it is more valuable. One of the more valuable commodities in the world today, I want to say. World? Because the AI can build anything, but it doesn't have a complete understanding of what to build or how to build it. It needs a little bit of a guiding hand right now. Not a lot, not a whole lot, but it has to be there. It won't be forever. It'll figure out how to do all of this on its own. Don't worry. We're not going to get out of this maintaining our use. We will, I repeat, we will be superseded, and we will be happy about it. In this brave new world we are careening towards. I was talking to some fellow professionals the other day, out in the real world, out in meat space where things are real. And the same topic kept coming up again and again, and what is going to happen to our field in 5 years' time, in 10 years' time. And everyone is under the impression, correctly in my opinion, is that we all need a plan B. Like the guy who's doing steel estimates for data center work, he's saying, well, he's just going to bail on tech entirely and go back to CNC control, essentially, which is, by the way, exactly what I would recommend anyone do right now if you are having to choose a profession for yourself. Get into computer-assisted machining, and specifically control plane stuff from there, because AI can't do that quite yet. Computer manufacturing, like CNC manufacturing, any sort of automated manufacturing, is essentially just the art of containing variability. Variability in where you position the part, variability in the materials that you are working with, variability in the sharpness of your tools over time, variability in where things are placed and how they are set down and where you're supposed to put them. It's all just a little. Meat space is a lot messier than computer space, where things are either on or off. They're binary. They are in the binaries numbers combined to create bigger numbers, which are also as certain, because they are also binary at their core. And it's a world of certainty. But real world computer-driven automated manufacturing is not that world. And I believe AI is going to be having a lot of trouble adapting to that. It'll get there over time, don't get me wrong, but this might buy you another decade or two. And frankly, that's all we're doing here, is buying time. Maybe the singularity will hit and we won't. And we'll all be able to just do what we want. We'll reach superabundance. I kind of feel I hit superabundance a long time ago. But the set of my needs is quite small and easily satisfied. It's the people around me that have these exorbitant demands and growing demands and differing demands. All I really need is a tool shed, computer, place to sleep, place to put books, and I can do a lot. It'd be nice to have like a yard to work on. Gotta work outside. Oh, it's getting warm again. It's probably been warm for quite some time by the time you get this episode. But it is actually getting warm again here after an absolutely brutal winter. I can't wait to go back outside and do anything really. I'll dig holes and then fill holes back in. Projects coming up for this spring is finishing off a French drain system I'm putting in. Well, I have a fountain I have to restore. I finally laid the groundwork for fixing all of that. Power in the right place, water in the right place, and now the two have to meet in an intelligent way. But I need another project, like I need a hole in the head. A hole in the head would probably be more useful, frankly. Maybe some of these projects would fall right out and I'd be able to organize my time better. Not gonna lie, half of the reason I want to shut this channel down once I finish this run is because I need this block of time to do other things. There is so much going on right now. Of course, I'm probably not going to shut it down entirely. I really want to keep developing on Pyanodons. I feel it's like important. I feel it's like you find a flower bush in the middle of the wilderness, and you know if you do not tend it, no one will. And that's not fair at all, because there's many people tending to Pyanodons, but that's the kind of vibe I have. It's like I am a unique individual equipped to help this very specific, very worthwhile cause, and so I should do that. I still don't know if I can recommend Pyanodons. It's that classic meme, 1,400 hours in Pyanodons, Steam review. It's okay. Like, I can say definitely this is an experience you are not going to get anywhere else. I don't know if I can recommend it. Like playing through XCOM Long War. This is something like you're not going to get anywhere. You might not want to play it. It might be a bad idea to do that. Just because it's unique doesn't mean it's good. And okay, actually being unique is actually a pretty good way of saying it is not good. Because if it was more common... Oh wow, that is slow now. I have to do something about UPS. Anyway, if it was better, if it was more universally accepted, it wouldn't be unique. You'd already have it out there in multiple formats. But here we are with this beautiful, unique flower that needs special care, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll take care of the baby. Fine. And that's what I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to be continually poking at this factory little bits at a time. Maybe an episode every couple days. Episode every 3 days. Not every day anymore. I'm going to take that time and shovel it into all of these other interests. I have so much to do right now. Just like I research tech faster than I can implement tech, I think of ideas for projects faster than I can execute them. I'm very hopeful that AI will help me at least with the software side of that. If the software side just becomes just free, this is very helpful. But, again, ominous for my career. All this time I'm dumping into AI offline is probably going to secure my career. I mean, no joke, this is how I get the job I had today. My mind won't shut up, and I have to go figure things out. And then when it comes time for a guy that knows how to do things, I can pipe up and say, oh yeah, I've done that before. And having launched a series of AI-driven products sounds like a good way to buy me like 5 more years in a rapidly shrinking space. Good idea? Maybe. Plausible idea, I have to say. 100% certain on that. And it's fast. It's not even like it's a multi-month investment. I spent more time polishing that chandelier than it's taken me to get to this point. And it's only going to get better. It's going to be a thing. The entire world is changing. Quite a lot, obviously, for the worse. Some of it, maybe it'll be better in the end. All right, we've added 2 more blocks to the factory. We're going to have to rework you, obviously. Which I'm not going to do right now. but I'm going to put it on my list of things to do. Now some ore patches got to go away. This goes away. You go away. Oh, that's it. All right, so this hopefully will give us enough space to get to intelligent unit. That's all we want. I guess we start biofet up here. Or maybe then we try to make intelligent unit right about here and then pipe everything in. There's like 50 more things to get. Okay, that's not true. There's like a dozen individual components that have to get funneled into this thing. Anyway, that was definitely a good use of my time. Maybe not what needed to happen right now, but also maybe it was. Let's pick that up. What did we do today? I didn't take any breaks. I should remember, but I don't. Isn't that just the way it goes? How's Bodos doing? Are we ready to turn Bodos on? Do we have our alien bacteria? Still no. Really? Oh, it's on the way. Still, it's kind of shocking that it took so long. All right, so maybe sometime next episode that'll kick in. And then this still hasn't kicked in. Was it waiting to fill its inventory? Betcha. No? No? What? Where's the other guy? This guy. Waiting to fill your inventory? Yeah. All right, don't do that. Just take what you got. Yeah, there's a lot of bots going right now, all over the place. I am going to wrap up. That seems like an entirely reasonable thing to do right now. I have a Reddit post to write. Oh, we have to find a new zoom level. All right, so let's zoom in to where we were before. We find the correct pixel where we were before. Right there. And then we have to zoom out by 1. There, zoomed out by exactly 1. Now where can we align ourselves? Like this is kind of just amorphous down at the bottom. Like I was lining up against the middle of this line of sodium hydroxide makers, and that was very nice. I'm going to have to make a lot of mistakes. Maybe I line up like there and then I back off again. I was lining up on cutting through here, but now there's no good place right here. And it's not cutting through anything on this side either to line it up. Maybe just this titanium patch right here. We just have to be right on the edge of this titanium patch. I don't know. Cut just barely into this aug patch up here. I don't know about that either. Anyway, it's a new zoom level. I suppose I could take this without feeling too bad about it to alleviate my power problems. I don't know. Print screen. Print screen. Recap, go. What did I do today? I fussed about with Bodos. I did that. I fussed about with Moose. And that was yesterday. I looked at the Moose with a frown on my face today. Hopefully, we'll start making more. But that was more GTA. That was more Cotton Guts. And I messed with Cotton Guts a little more. And hopefully that's working. I know I ran through the logic here before of whether or not to use the level 4 recipe. And it came out as a no before. And it came out as a yes this time. My views just keep evolving. This is why I'm not demanding balance patches for anything. Or not submitting balance patches anywhere. I don't feel I have enough understanding of things. Here at 1,400 hours in, I just don't understand enough. And then after we finished puttering with our chores, we messed with GTO over here. We blued some stuff, I think. Then we turned our attention to making Photonic Chip. That's what it was called. We did our last few things leading into that. So we made 3 new things today. and that's a major achievement. Tomorrow, we're almost certainly going to start in on making deuterium. That's going to be our next goal. It's going to be made over here and then shipped way over here. And then we'll try to make the quantum battery. Yep, that's the plan. And after that, BioFET, and then after that, actual intelligent unit, and then probably machine shop stage 4. And then after that, it will be next science pack. That's not that far off, honestly. I mean, it's not close, but it isn't far off either. And also get an upgrade in power in there. And that level 4 biomass factories will come after I can put in tier 4 of the machine shop. And then I'll be able to have power a little more for a bit longer. I should clear out these. Like, these don't have a lot of use. Like, I could rip down all of this and install another power block right there. Maybe I'll do that with the MHD or the MHW. Anyway, the big power generating thing. Maybe I do that. Anyway, it was a decent episode. And and the last thing we did, obviously, was pave these 2 blocks right here. And we definitely have to have it here. We're going to write down radar day. Radar day. Because, as you can see, we're having radar coverage issues here and there and everywhere. Anyway, I'm now done. Thank you very much for watching. Talk to you all next time. Bye, everybody. Bye, 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 bye.